Denver Broncos. They trade Case Keenum in a 7th to the Washington Redskins in a 6th. Now, on the surface, you could say, it's Case Keenum. The Redskins are now going from Colt McCoy at quarterback with Alex Smith injured. Colt McCoy to Case Keenum, great upgrade. But this feels like the right move for the Redskins. I mean, Case Keenum for almost nothing is better than nothing. It's not going to, save the franchise or anything like that, but might as well get a guy that's on the bottom end of starting caliber as you're looking for that next guy for the future.
I mean, yeah. So Denver got rid of his contract. So, okay, fine for them. I mean, you can't really say it was a good move because they put themselves in a situation where they needed to get rid of Case Keenum's monster contract for almost nothing. So it was a good move on the back of a bad move for Denver, right? For Washington, they, for almost nothing, both in picks and money terms, because Denver's picking up most of the tab, they get a quarterback that is certainly a decent backup and could potentially, in a pinch, be a better starter than Colt McCoy. For them, though, I think you're in the same situation as Denver in terms of hoping it doesn't change your draft strategy. Like, the worst thing you could do for both the Broncos and the Redskins at this point is say, well, that's the quarterback situation fixed.
Oh, no, yeah,
On we go.
Exactly.
Denver, you have to hope they're still looking for a number one quarterback in the draft. And Washington, I think you need to hope the same thing. Now, for them, the interesting thing is, are they getting Case Keenum to flip for Josh Rosen for the Cardinals, if the Cardinals love Kyler Murray? Because Case Keenum has that Kingsbury connection.
So Keenum. Oh, I like that. So Keenum.
So maybe Keenum is becoming Kyler's backup in Arizona under Kingsbury. That's a nice little synergy there. Washington trade number 15 to get Josh Rosen. Now they have Rosen with Colt McCoy backing him up.
I think Rosen for the number 15 pick is a win-win.
Yeah,
for both teams. I think that is a very good win-win for both. That'd be the Rosen to the Washington Redskins for the number 15 pick. I think if you're the Redskins and Keenum maybe. I mean, if you're the Redskins, there's no other. I think that there's two quarterbacks you might want to take a shot on this draft. That's Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins, at least in the first round. I mean, I think Rosen would be the second or third best quarterback in this group. He's right up there with Haskins. I think that would be a good move. You give Rosen.
There's a lot of dominoes that can fall if this whole Arizona loves Kyler Murray thing is legit.
Yeah.
And that makes a lot of sense if that's actually true. If the reports are true that Arizona was kind of shopping Rosen at the Combine, was feeling out what that looked like, this makes a lot of sense. Washington gets themselves a quarterback that could potentially be of a lot of interest to the Cardinals in terms of a backup, and they could throw that number 15 pick to get Rosen. That would be the answer to their quarterback problem.
So much of our analysis is assuming that the team is also going to make another smart move. So assuming that the Giants are still looking for a quarterback, assuming that the Broncos are still looking for a quarterback, and assuming that the Redskins are still looking for a quarterback.
If they're not, all of these moves are terrible.
Yeah. If the moves are like, hey, we're going to roll with Eli, Flacco, and Keenum, respectively,
you all suck.
Then that's rough. But assuming that they're still looking for their next guy, I don't mind any of these moves. They're fine. I'm interested in Case Keenum and Colt McCoy being on the same team, because I think I was talking with Zach about this last year. Like, if you, maybe it was you, but if you gave Colt McCoy the same opportunities that Case Keenum got, a couple years to start with the Rams, and then he just runs into the right situation with the Vikings.
Yeah,
I bet Colt McCoy
I think it was you that
thing.
Asked what's the difference between Colt McCoy and Case Keenum.
I've always been a bit of a Colt McCoy apologist. I don't think he has as much arm as Keenum, and it's limited. He's limited, but I still think if you put Colt McCoy in the Case Keenum
to which my answer was the 2017 season.
What about?
I mean, they're maybe the same guy, except Keenum had that year. Colt McCoy's never had it. We just assumed that maybe he can in the right situation.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you gave him that situation in Minnesota, I don't know if he'd be a top 10 quarterback.
That was the answer to your question. What's the difference between the two, the 2017 season?
Pretty much nothing except 1 year.
Keenum at least has shown that in the right circumstances he can do that. Colt McCoy hasn't.